So, okay, picture this. You're walking through the woods, like minding your own business, just out for a little soul-searching hike, or maybe you're trying to hit 10,000 steps on your fitness tracker because you've been lying to your smartwatch for weeks. And suddenly, bam, you see a frog. But not just any frog. This frog is talking, like full-on British accent, posh vibes, probably went to Oxford. The kind of frog that says things like, indubitably and pray tell, before asking for a favor. Now, here's where most people would freak out, right? You'd expect them to scream, throw the whole frog away, maybe call animal control or an exorcist. It depends on how Catholic you are. But not you. No, you're not here for chaos. You've seen too much TikTok. You know when you've got something viral in your hands, you don't scream, you don't run, you monetize. Because kissing a frog? What is this, a fairy tale? Nah, that's not return on investment. That's just risky behavior with a mucus-coated animal. You don't kiss the frog. You build the brand. Step 1, you name him something catchy. He can't just be Frog. No one's buying t-shirts that say Team Frog. You gotta go for some cross-platform appeal. Something like Sir Croxalot or CEO Frogan. McCleep face. Bam. Instant merch line. Throw it on a tote bag, sell it on Etsy. Limited edition drops every Thursday at 9 a.m. like Supreme. Step 2, you sign this amphibian up for TikTok. Oh yeah, that frog's about to be content. You film a little intro, he talks, he hops, he critiques your outfits. It's Fashion Friday with Froderick the Frog. And just like that, viral. People love weird talking animals. And this one, he's got opinions. He's not just like ribbit. No, he's like, those crocs are a war crime, madam. And suddenly, he's trending under number sassy frog realness. But wait, there's more. You get him a podcast, and because obviously everyone has a podcast now. If a mushroom can be a meat substitute, your frog can definitely be a wellness influencer. The show is called Frogcast Leaps of Faith. First episode. The prince you think you want isn't who you need. He drops existential truth bombs in between insect recipes, like, you must digest your trauma like I digest dragonflies. Yeah, slowly, over 3 stomach chambers. Boom. That's a book deal. Oprah's calling. At this point, you've quit your job. You're managing a talking frog full-time. Your LinkedIn bio is just frogpreneur, amphibian advocate, croakfluencer wrangler. You're doing TED Talks on branding and interspecies collaboration. Google wants to feature him in their next AI ethics campaign. You're like, honestly, he's smarter than half of y'all. This frog did not go to Stanford, but he did teach himself Excel, and that's more than I can say for Chad from marketing. Now here's where it gets crazy. You get approached by Disney Plus. They're like, hey, we want to do a reboot of The Princess and the Frog, but this time the frog stays a frog because royalty is problematic, and also he's more relatable as a working class talking animal. And you're like, yes, but we need full creative control and back-end points. And Disney's like, who even are you? And you're like, I'm the girl who didn't kiss the frog. I branded him. The Frog is now a household name. He's been on The Tonight Show. He's beefing with Kermit online. It's messy. Kermit tweeted, not all frogs need to talk. Some of y'all should just hop and go. Sir Croxalot clapped back with, imagine being relevant only because of a pig fetish. It couldn't be me. The internet explodes. You've opened a frog-based NFT platform, Ribbitcoin. It sells. And honestly, that's enough in 2025. People are throwing crypto at digital lily pads like it's Black Friday at a pond. Then Elon Musk tweets a frog emoji and the stock quadruples. Your mom's like, honey, are you laundering money? No, mom, I'm revolutionizing amphibious tech ecosystems. And she's like, just don't end up on Dateline. And this is the twist. The frog starts to change. Not like turn into a prince. That's too easy. He starts asking questions like, why was I chosen to speak? Am I a miracle or a mutation? What is the cloak of the universe? And suddenly, he doesn't want to do the talk show circuit anymore. He wants to travel. He wants to find other frogs. He wants to hop beyond the algorithms. You panic. You're like, we've got a live show in Vegas. You can't just bail. And he says, and this hits hard, you saw a miracle, and all you did was monetize it. So now you're left with a dilemma. Do you let the frog go and pursue his path of spiritual amphibian enlightenment? Or do you double down, clone him, and build a frog-based boy band called Hot Direction? You choose to let him go. You release him at dawn, gently placing him on a mossy log, one tear sliding down your cheek. He looks back, gives a slow nod, the kind only frogs who've seen the inside of a green room at Jimmy Fallon can give, and he hops away. Your phone buzzes. Netflix wants the rights. You smile. Because you didn't kiss the frog, you made him a star. And that is how you go from frog to Fortune 500 without ever once getting warts on your lips. Wow! You stayed until the end of Mentally Chaotic? It's either loyalty or a cry for help. And honestly, we respect both. Do us a solid. Subscribe so you never miss another emotional car crash. Share this episode with that one friend who sends 3-minute voice notes unprovoked. We'll be back next week with more thoughts that should have stayed in drafts. Until then, stay delusional, stay kind of hot, and don't join a cult unless the merch is cute. Bye.